Well, hello and welcome to Mokuzai Design. My name is Nick. Thumbnail said about a little toy which is there, but before we do that, I've got a lovely new piece of oak here which is plain door size. But what I need to do is need to get that measured up. I've got a project starting, so I need to get that measured up, cut into sizes that are required, and then I can let that rest for the next week and a half while I finish a different project. But I want that resting in the workshop, so we'll get that done next, and then we'll come back and have a little look at this new little block plane that I've bought. Get this measured off quickly. There's a little bit of stuff I want to get rid of there, so just get that marked off. I can take the marks from there. Right, now I'm wanting the size to be 25. So 25 times 1.618 equals, so 40 by 25. 40 by 25. Okay, no problemo. 40. I'm going to oversize this, so I'll cut at 42, and then 25. These are only pretty rough because I'm going to be bringing this back to size. So just get this done quickly, and then we can get on to the main focus of the video. So I picked this up this morning, and when my good lady asked me what I was doing this morning, and I said I'm getting wood, I don't know why she always laughs at that sentence, and I don't know. Okay, that's that can all lie there and rest this merry head off. Have a nap, do whatever it needs to do, as long as it's lost all any tension that it's got by the end of next week. Anyway, on to our new little toy. I have ordered a Lie Neilson little block plane. Now it is unwrapped. Yes, I have tried it. It's not straight out of the box. I'm not that stupid. As soon as it arrived, I was cutting bits of wood in my shed. I'm going to come to why the Lie Neilson in a moment, but the first thing I should say is one of the must-have tools is a little block plane, a little apron plane, just for taking edges off, particularly on end grain, things like that. Superb little bit of kit. Am I saying that you should have a Lie Neilson? No, absolutely not. There's lots of good planes out there. Lots of them. Lots of good planes are half the price, in fact. But there is a good reason why I bought this particular one. And the reason is I've always wanted one. I've always wanted a nice Lie Neilson plane. But when I was working, before I retired, now, as if you've seen past videos, you'll know I've got to build up my tools again, because when I retired, I got rid of them. And I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to get some nice stuff because it's going to be in my workshop. Only I'm going to be using them. They're not going to go missing on site and things like that. So I'm going to spoil myself. I've worked all my life. This is it is a business, but it's also my hobby and a passion. So why not surround myself with nice things? Now, I'm not suggesting that that's right for everyone. If you're starting out, I wouldn't go and buy Lie Neilson tools straight away. I would buy, but what I would say to you is buy the most decent equipment that you can. Let's give this a little go. that is so fine. It's absolutely stunning. Now, I don't expect to show you on here. You can't really get an idea of the quality of the cut, but I will give you an honest opinion. So as I said, I've got nothing to gain by. I'm not selling these. I've got no link in the description. So look. Right. First of all, it's superb. Secondly, the cut is equal all the way along across. Now, what I would tend to do is bring it to the edge and have it at a slight angle. And those shave-ins are absolutely beautiful. Why have it at an angle? Well, that's quite simple. If you're walking up a hill at 45 degrees, you wouldn't do it, would you? You wouldn't walk straight up a hill because it's 45 degrees, bloody steep. So what you do, you'd zigzag, and by just changing the angle slightly, you're reducing the workload on the plane. I'm sure there's a reason for it. I would, it's a shame that this is not feel-o-vision, because that is like glass. This is a bit of sapele, so it's a hard wood. It's not the worst wood in the world to shave anything off. A little bit of both here, actually. It's just the bit I just cut off. Let me just try this little end grain on here. Yeah. You can hear the difference in the sound because it is end grain. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely lovely and equal all the way across. So, was this a video about promoting a Lie Neilson, buying Lie Neilson or Veritas or anything? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's plenty of good planes out there, and as I said, some of them for half the price. I saw in Screwfix one for £15. This was 120 something, I think. I wouldn't go with a £15 plane. I've got to say, it wouldn't last 5 minutes. It'd go straight in the scrap heap. But there are some good planes out there for 50 or 60 quid. And if you can't afford that, because obviously this is especially if it's a hobby, if you can't afford that, then go slightly cheaper, but do pick the best quality tool that you can or can reasonably afford. Well, that says it all. I've been playing around with it for a good 3/4 of an hour now, sort of just putting bevel edges on and looking at end grain cuts, and I've even been rounding off some corners just to see how it performs. Could I ever recommend this? And the answer is categorically yes. Am I going to recommend it? No, that choice is yours. It is an expensive bit of kit for a little block plane, a little apron plane. So am I going to recommend it? No, I'm not. Could I? 100%, 100%. Have I shown you how to use a block plane? No, absolutely not, because there's some really good videos. Rob Cosman, Paul Sellers, Matt Eastley, I think I've said it right, Eastley. I'll put some links of those to videos about using a plane, because they're hand tool guys. I know how to use a tool, but I don't think I'm in the best position to teach anybody that particular skill. So I'll leave it to those guys. But should you own a block plane? Yes, you should. Okay. I've done enough playing around. I better get on with some real work. And by real work, I mean have a cup of coffee. Until the next time, take good care of yourself.